Welcome, guys. Welcome everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day. We get started there in a couple of minutes, guys. Just wait for everyone to hop on. Hope everyone's having a good day today. Alright guys, gonna get started now. So I'm not gonna take too much of your time today. I'm gonna run through really quickly over what I'm seeing for the week. So I'd like to welcome everyone for hopping on today. I kind of realized that it's a bit late, so we might not be seeing many people on the call today. Like I'm only seeing 12, which is a bit strange. Usually we have a bit more, but either way we're gonna still plow on. So obviously For this forecast, I'm going to go really quickly. I'm not going to really go in depth on any of the analysis that I have, just on my forecast for the week. So obviously for the DXY, if you take a look on the daily time frame, okay, we had some sort of consolidation right here. And on the Friday, we had a very big bearish engulfing candle. Okay, now this big engulfing candle, okay, just shows me that we have more signs of weakness. Okay, and we eventually want price to pull back down lower to areas such as 90.2, okay, 90.4, because we want that imbalance right here to be filled in. Okay, so this is one of my goals for next week, to get this imbalance filled in, and then eventually I want obviously this low to be cleared and this low to be cleared, but this is kind of more long term. Now for now, what I'm looking for next week is more downside on the DXY, meaning that I'm now looking for buys on GBPUSD. Very clear what we had on GBPUSD last week. We had obviously this trend on right here, okay, where we had some sort of liquidity on the top, and this obviously got broken beautifully. We had a break of structure, and you also can see how we had a double bottom right here. Okay, we had the double bottom form, break of structure, retrace back down. Okay, and obviously we had the scenario number one set up right here on the weekly time frame, and obviously our monthly time frame isn't looking the best right now. Okay, so we are kind of consolidating on the monthly time frame, 3 candles that are pretty much at the same level for 3 months now. So hopefully if we can get some sort of a bullish engulfing candle for the end of this month, then maybe we can see higher prices up, eventually clear this high and this high. Okay, now somewhere on the lower time frame, what I would be looking for is maybe for the start of the week a pull back down somewhere like this level, for example, fill in an imbalance. Okay, 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. So obviously it said pull back down to one of these areas right here, and then like on the 8-minute time, on the 8-hour time frame, you can look for a buy off this institutional candle right here. Okay, so that's a possible setup. You can see obviously how we have lots and lots of liquidity that we want to eventually target to the upside right here. So we'll be looking for that eventually. Okay. Has this started? Yeah, can you guys hear me? Yeah. Yeah, I presume you guys can. Okay. Um, Moving on to GJ. GJ actually paid me a lot last week. Very nice. Very nice pair to trade. Much better than GU. Personally thought. Last week, obviously. Obviously there were a couple of buy positions from this 50% of this IC. Okay, I caught this. And I took my profit around here. I was able to catch the sell as well, I believe, right here. Okay, so scenario number one, sell. Okay, once I seen that break of structure here on the lower time frame, I took that sell. Drop, and then I was able to catch another sell from this continuation candle. You can see this continuation candle right here. Boom, you get the entry off the opener of the wick, and away it goes. And that was a beautiful trade. Eventually breaking my lower here. So as you can see, we have some sort of higher time frame break of structure now. So if I drop up to, for example, the 12-hour time frame, you can see now we've broken structure on the 12-hour time frame as well. Okay, actually my break structure here would be right here, but we have created a new lower low. Sorry guys, a few kids in the house, so have to make sure they're quiet. Anyways, so obviously I'm waiting for the break structure here, but obviously we got our first signs here where we failed to create a higher high. Okay, from this run right here, we failed to create a higher high, and then we obviously broke down and created a lower low. So my main break structure here would obviously be down here. Now you can also consider this a retail pattern where you have the head and shoulders. Okay, shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline right here. So obviously this would have been a successful sell if you are looking from that retail perspective. You could have sold from this continuation candle right here, and yeah. So overall on GJ, just trying to see if we have Yeah, obviously this is the higher time frame point of interest that I kind of wanted to mark out last week. 50% of this monthly candle, which obviously got mitigated once, and that's something that I said last week on one of the calls as well. I said that you can obviously potentially get more than one touch on an institutional candle, especially on the higher time frames, because sometimes the banks don't mitigate all their orders on just one mitigation. Okay, sometimes they just close out a bit of the orders. Okay, bit of the orders, they might have to mitigate the prices multiple times. Okay, before going in that initial direction. You can obviously see how we had so much liquidity built up on that monthly time frame right here. Okay, and then obviously got that break. So it'll be interesting to see where GBPJPY goes on a monthly perspective, even a yearly perspective. I know a lot of people don't really look at it, but if this year closes right here, like we can clearly see, this year is very bullish, and you can see how for the past nearly 5-6 years, okay, we have been just reacting multiple times once again off this bearish IC right here. Okay, multiple times, and now every single time we've actually failed to create a bullish engulfing candle in the past years. We weren't able to create one bullish engulfing candle. The only time we were able to create that was right here this year. Okay, now obviously who knows, anything can happen in the next few months. It's only the start of the year, so nearly only halfway. So I'll be looking forward to seeing how it closes for this year, because if it does, then for the next couple of years, you could obviously see higher price action right here. Okay, but when it comes to really higher time frames, such as like the yearly time frame, what kind of matters more is like the fundamental analysis and just the fundamental perspective of things, rather than looking at it from the technical perspective. So yeah, I don't really focus on these higher time frames much. I kind of just focus on, you know, what's happening with that currency, what's happening with that country and the economy, etc. Also, guys, if you haven't already, please drop a like on the video. Would be really appreciated and would help me a lot in the future. As you guys can see as well, from that pinned comment that I have, the May group mentorship is starting this on the 1st of May. Now we only have 2 spots available for that. So basically what's covered in that is everything smart money and wake off related, okay, from beginners to advanced. I'm not really going to go over tons of wake off, but I am going to include a tiny bit there if you guys want to mix it. Obviously you guys do realize that we're in the process of making the wake off course and the smart money course, the order flow course, which is going to be coming in the upcoming weeks. Okay, not months, upcoming weeks. So it is coming very soon, which will be available for free to all you guys already on the team that are on the lifetime membership. You guys obviously already know that we are increasing our prices for FU Academy. I already kind of sent out a reminder or like an update for that. And the reason is quite simply, it is costing much more than it used to last year for me to run this group. Obviously last year it was free to run the group, right? I just had to post signals, I just had to post calls, and that's it. It only cost me my time, but now I actually have to reinvest into the group, you know, obviously with this app that's coming out, with the website, and obviously the educators and the signal providers that we're obviously paying, okay, so they can provide you guys with more Zoom calls and more signals, and so much more investments that we're kind of putting in the behind the scenes, basically, to bring all of this out for you guys. So obviously the running costs of the group are costing us much more, which is the reason why we have to kind of increase it. Now obviously at the end of the day, the prices that we're increasing to are probably still one of the most affordable but most valuable out there. I mean, there's a lot of groups out there which are charging thousands and thousands, so I believe that our group is still extremely affordable at the prices that we are coming out with. So that was just a small update on that. So as I said, if you guys are interested in the mentorship, or if you're interested in hopping on the hopping onto FU Academy at the old prices, they'll still be there for the next 6 days or 5 days. Can't remember if we have 31st on the April, until the new prices get updated. I remember we're not getting any emails nor signals. Have you joined our Telegram group? If you haven't, please email me on FU Academy support at fuacademy.io, and I'll add you to the Telegram groups. Right now we're kind of in a sticky situation. We're just kind of trying to roll out this app this week. We're just having a bit of a problem with the developer, which we're trying to solve, and the website as well is working perfectly fine, but obviously we're just waiting on that app, which is kind of holding up everything. But other than that, once that gets out of the way, Then the next update would be the order flow course to come out first, I believe. Then the Wyckoff course. And then we have a few more updates. Okay, we're coming out with a couple of smart money indicators, and I don't really want to release it all for you guys, but just note that every single day we're constantly working on new idea, new innovation to basically make trading as easy and as autonomous as possible for you, the smart money way, rather than looking at it from obviously a retail perspective. Okay, so obviously getting back into the analysis, don't want to take up too much of your time. Euro USD. Going back into the Euro USD, what I'm looking for here, obviously in a monthly time frame, you can see how we reacted beautifully off that institutional candle this month. Very, very bullish one for the Euro USD. Okay, boom, and we're looking for a bullish engulfing candle now. I believe for the next month, easy bullish, another bullish engulfing candle. Be surprised if it actually looks for any more bearish movement. Now obviously the euro is obviously getting very strong as well. So just trying to look at the daily time frame, looking at the lower time frame, see if we could potentially have any setups for next week. One setup that I could be looking at maybe is off this 1 hour time frame right here. I'd be looking for a tracement back down, and it's nice. I see. Okay, obviously the Monday probably look for like down movement, and then boom, Asia maybe consolidation. Then the next day, Tuesday, London rally, and then boom, for New York we look for that up movement to continue clearing these highs right here, and obviously fill in the imbalances that we would have right up here. Main targets would still obviously be here, and you guys will eventually see in the upcoming weeks and months how we will probably most likely hit these targets. Okay, our higher time frame analysis is usually very accurate, and it's only a couple of pairs that I actually was wrong about. So yeah, one thing that is obviously worrying a lot of people is Bitcoin. Okay, no, Bitcoin is worrying a lot of people. It's kind of funny, but yeah, Bitcoin for me, obviously you can't neglect the bullish run that we've had in the past year. Okay, and sometimes pairs, okay, cryptocurrencies, whatever it is, they need retracements on the higher time frame as well, such as much as they need pullbacks on the lower time frames. Okay, so even if you take a look at the weekly, like it's very possible that we could come all the way down to the 35,000 level right here. Okay, I wouldn't even be surprised, and it would still be considered a short pullback. Okay, I mean a medium pullback would be like nearly all the way out to 22,000, and then a large pullback would be all the way coming down here. Okay, 16,000. Now the chances of us seeing all the way down here is probably low. I don't think it will come down all the way here. Obviously depends. Something more realistic for me would be looking at this area here, this kind of sort of price action, this level. Okay, now we all know with Bitcoin, their pullbacks are very short usually. I mean, look, we had a 2-week pullback right here and up, but something that's kind of taking my attention right here is obviously we had that pullback right here, bearish engulfing candle, and then we had buyers coming into the market again, and they still failed to push price, even though they did break the high. Obviously they still failed to push the price drastically up above the last area. Okay, up above the last high, and you can see we have very clear signs of weakness right here, where price is just creating very small candles. The candles right here are just pretty much stagnant. Okay, so obviously there is some resistance being found, or some sellers coming into the market, especially at this psychological level right here, 60,000. Okay, so a lot of sellers are coming into the market right here. If you drop down to the lower time frame, you could maybe get some potential Wyckoff distribution on the daily time frame. Okay, but overall, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see lower prices. As I said, we do have a big imbalance right here. For me, I'm still holding. At the end of the day, my entry is right here. I do always advise to take a bit, okay, pay the trader, take a bit of your positions out of the market. But it really depends on what your goal is and what your expectations for the currency is. Overall, crypto is something that's obviously going to be very unpredictable. It's risky. So yeah, you have to really weigh up your situation and just make your decisions based off that and what you can afford to lose. Gold for me, obviously, I'm still looking for up. Okay, You guys can remember down here, I believe maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, I did call more upside, and it's just been going up ever since. Okay, so for me, finally, I think we could be potentially switching to bullish, to a bullish bias. The main kind of high, or yeah, is right here. Okay, I would like to see a break of this before seeing any drastic price action on the higher time frame, such as like the daily or the weekly. Okay, so personally, I would love to see this level being broken. Okay, and obviously this continuation not being respected. But we'll see for now. For now, I don't really see any setups that I could potentially guide you guys on. I obviously do see this bearish setup right here. It looks very nice, but for me, I don't like to take trades against the trend, so I won't be taking that sell. I'll be waiting personally for that buy. I think the last pair is USD CAD, which I'm probably not going to go over. Don't really see anything nice on it. Obviously, we had that big move on USD CAD last week for numbers. Other than that, just been consolidating, so nothing interesting for me so far. But overall, still more downside, and you guys kind of already know my bias on that. EURUSD more upside, I believe. A lot of consolidation. You guys can see how we were able to catch a beautiful sell actually off the 4-hour time frame and a 1-hour time frame. So you can see how this candle right here reacted off here, boom. And this was a textbook setup that I showed the team last week. There we go. Clear these liquidity. Last up candle for the down move. Broke structure. Okay, see, break structure. Pull back up. Open of the institutional candle and sell off. Beautiful 70, 80 pips. 90 pips actually. And then you could have still gotten another chance on a 1-hour time frame right here. So see, always the mitigation candle usually becomes another IC itself. And price came up to the open of the candle, reacted off it, and dropped down. Okay, and obviously that gives you still another probably 50, 40 pips. Okay, beautiful right there. So once again, I'm probably looking for buy setups on this. Overall, not really looking to sell. Yeah, the time frame, I haven't seen any major breaks, structures to the downside, so my bias hasn't changed to the downside at all yet. Euro odd, nothing interesting on this pair. I don't really trade it, so I'm gonna leave it right here. Any questions, guys? Anything else that you kind of want me to go over? I'm not gonna go over indices, by the way. So yeah. Obviously, guys, I do apologize. I haven't been keeping up with I haven't been very religious, basically, with the live streams. It's been very busy. Obviously, it's Ramadan as well, so fasting, so it's all tiring. But that's probably going to be over in 2 weeks, anyways, and I'll be able to get back to my usual routine. Also, I kind of do want to post more and more videos on YouTube. Okay, obviously we have nearly 8.4k subscribers, so I do want to be posting and becoming a bit more active on YouTube. But I am kind of running out of ideas, so if you guys ever have any ideas, make sure to drop them down into the comments of my YouTube videos and my lives, even DMing me. Really appreciate it. I am going to be coming out very soon with some Wyckoff videos. I have a lot of smart money videos, so I'm going to kind of relax a bit on the smart money and produce a bit more Wyckoff, and eventually I'm going to be going over something crazy with you guys, which I believe 99% of you guys don't even know, a new method of looking at the market. So that's going to be very exciting. Okay, but I'm not going to go over right now. Maybe in the next 1 to 2 months I'll be introducing that to the channel. Overall, I have big plans. It's just that I'm probably going to be busy for all the month of May, coming into June, and then for the upcoming months, you know, June, July, throughout the whole summer, I'm going to be free. So you guys can expect a lot of content, a lot of free videos coming out here, guys. And yeah, hopefully looking forward to hitting 10k subscribers eventually. But yeah, it's going to be exciting, but bear with me, guys, for the next month. Won't be that active, but I am preparing a lot of content, preparing a lot of behind the scene things, obviously, for the FU Academy Premium Group, etc. Sorry that you guys had to listen to me ranting there, but I believe that's about it. I have sent you an email, no problem. I will get my team to check it in the morning. Obviously, it's a Sunday, 11 p.m. right here, so yeah, I'll get them to check it in the morning for you, and they should have a reply. Okay. And obviously, if anyone else is in the group and they're not part of the Telegram group yet, please give us an email and we will check your membership and give you access. Okay, so obviously if you guys haven't already, please drop a like on the stream. And I believe that's about it. I think I've covered everything. I'm gonna wait 1 more minute, see if I have any questions, and we end the stream here. Okay, so I believe that's about it. One last thing. Do tell me, guys, what time that you prefer me to stream, because obviously I do believe that this is probably a bit late. Obviously because it's Ramadan, I don't have a choice but to obviously stream at this time, but obviously when it's over, then I can kind of switch up the times for you guys. So do let me know if this time suits you or not. Other than that, once again, if you're interested in the group mentorship, do message me on Telegram, and do head on to fuacademy.io to access our premium group. I hope you guys have a blessed trading week, and I'll catch you guys during the week. Have a good day. Bye bye.